Students will commence the program at 9:55. A very warm good morning to one and all present here. Myself, Angel and Malayakal, currently pursuing my Bachelor of Commerce. On behalf of Placement Cell, I welcome you all this auspicious occasion, Meet Accenture Event 2024. Today, we are not just meeting a company. We are celebrating a global business leader that stands tall in the consulting world. Accenture is not just a name, but a symbol of excellence and innovation, recognized worldwide for its transformative impact on businesses across industries. As we delve into Accenture's journey and achievements, let's recognize the innovation, responsibility, and leadership that define this remarkable company. As we begin today's program, let us first take a moment to seek guidance and blessings. Please join me in a brief prayer as we invite clarity and positivity into our time together. I invite Yedu Krishna of BCom B Batch for the prayer.
കാരുണ്യ കൈവിളക്കായുള്ള ജ്യോതിസേ, നേരായ മാർഗം നീ കാട്ടേണമേ. ഇത്തിരി മുൻപോട്ടു പോകുവാനായെൻ്റെ ഉൾത്തിരിയൊന്നു കൊളുത്തേണമേ. സത്തായും ചിത്തായും സർവസ്വാത്മാവായും സത്യത്തിൻ തത്വമേ നീലസിപ്പൂ. കാണായവർക്കെല്ലാം കണ്ണിൻ പൊരുളായി കാണപ്പെടാതെ ഇരിക്കുവോനേ. ഞാനൊരു മൺതരി മാത്രമാണെങ്കിലും ന്യൂനമവിടുത്തെ സൃഷ്ടിയല്ലോ. കൈവിടാതെന്നെ നീ കാരുണ്യകാതലേ, കൈവല്യദാതാവേ കൈത്തൊഴുന്നേ, കൈത്തൊഴുന്നേ, കൈത്തൊഴുന്നേ.
Thank you, Yedu. Now I invite Mr. Francis Baston, Assistant Professor of Management Studies and Placement Lead, to deliver the welcome address on behalf of the Placement Cell. Over to you, sir.
Respected Principal Reverend Dr. Jolly Andrews, CMI, Chief Guest of the Day, Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah, Managing Director, Accenture in India, Mr. Jackson Enoch Prabhaharan, representing Accenture HR, Ms. Anne Therese Canto, our alumnus and Accenture campus hire from our college, other dignitaries, faculty members, and dear students. It's an honor for me to deliver the welcome address on this auspicious occasion of Meet Accenture program, a unique opportunity for our students, for students of our college, to interact with the top brass of Accenture. The president of this program is our beloved principal, Reverend Dr. Jolly Andrews, CMI, who has been committed to all endeavors of the placement cell regarding training and placement for our students. It is this commitment that reflects in his presence at this function today. On behalf of the placement cell, I extend a warm welcome to you, Father. Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah, Managing Director of Accenture in India, is our chief guest for the day. It's an indication of the importance that Accenture holds for recruiting the right people from the right campus, which is the reason that Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah has personally chosen to visit our campus. I'm sure our community of students, especially aspirants for Accenture, will immensely benefit from engaging with it. On behalf of Christ College, I extend a warm welcome to Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah, MD Accenture in India, to our campus. Mr. Jackson Enoch Prabhakaran represents the HR team at Accenture. The HR team works very closely with the placement cell, and they have been working tirelessly over the last few months, rolling out this year's campus hiring program. I extend a warm welcome to Ms. Jackson to this program and to our campus. Ms. Anne Therese, our beloved alumnus, is a familiar face, having studied at our college 2 years back as an MSc Physics student. She is indeed the right person who can speak to us about her experience in transitioning from Campus Christ to career at Accenture. I warmly welcome Ms. Anne Therese to her alma mater, Christ College. I also welcome all vice principals, deans, head of the departments, faculty members, and also my dear students who are going to be the primary beneficiaries of this program. I wish that we all have a very productive session ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I welcome the visionary leader who has been the guiding light of Christ College. Please join me in welcoming the principal, Reverend Dr. Jolly Andrew CMI, to deliver the presidential address.
Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah, the Managing Director of Accenture India. Francis Bastian, the Assistant Professor, our Placement Officer from Department of Management Studies. Mr. Jackson and Therese from Accenture. Arati, the Senior Student Placement Coordinator. Abhidev KS, who will be proposing the vote of thanks, my dear teachers and my dear students. I'm very happy that the placement cell is now today organizing a program where the Managing Director of Accenture India, Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah, himself is participating in this program. Sir, Christ College Autonomous Iringalakuda, place on record our special thanks to the Accenture company, because we know so many of our students have chosen your company. You have chosen so many of our students to work in your company. So we thank for that wonderful tie-up which we have with Christ College Autonomous Tiringalakuda. Let us give Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah a big hand for the innovation and the goodwill which is showing towards Christ College Autonomous Iringalakuda. I had a good fortune to visit the United States of America when I was invited to Acton University, Michigan, Grand Rapids. And on my way back to India, I have traveled to New Jersey, where I went to the Thousand Islands, and near on the way to that Thousand Islands, I was happy to see the place where the Marconi, myself being from the physics department, was able to see where he established his wireless service in those days. I had taken the photographs of it. And when I went through and read through the archives which are kept there, on that, what I would say on the lighthouse, I came to know when I interacted with the persons who were standing in the museum there, they just told me that Marconi was not just a great physicist. No. Rather, he was an engineer, and with his engineering background, he was able to sell his product. He was able to impress the then companies, so and so, they were able to buy what he had with him. So he built a $1 billion business in the United States. He started in Europe, and then he moved to United States and was able to build up a $1 billion business. And one word which I want to share with you, dear students, is that he was a man of innovation. He was a man who saw the opportunity, the right opportunity, where he has to grow. That was a sense which the person who was standing with there, who was showing the archives of Marconi and that wonderful, I would say, that wireless system and that lens which was kept there in that underneath of that lighthouse, he just pointed out to me. Dear students, perhaps this is the right time for you to see and seek and to go where you should be. You should be seriously pondering upon, after the 3 years of your studies here, with the wonderful opportunities which you have learned here in the Christ College Autonomous in Yalakuda, perhaps the campus having the largest number of student enrollment in the state of Kerala, you should be able to make the right move. You should be able to pick and select correctly. Dear students, you have learned, I would say, what it means to be teamwork. Because you have been a part of Savishkara, you saw how we can touch the humanity. Savishkara is one of the institutional distinctiveness of our college, where we will be bringing around 700 to 800 of differently abled students of 4 districts, Trichur, Palakkad, Ernakulam and Malappuram. They will be here and our students would be interacting with them. And you have learned humanity. You have known how you can work together as a team, especially by your management fest which you organized. And you know how to be a part of the team when you worked for Chilamp and for other activities in the collegiate meet and intra-collegiate meet when you worked as a team. And you also know how you can work hard, you can get the things done, though it may not appear to be fine in the beginning. The importance of the hard work. I know you students, your seniors are in the same mold. I place my special appreciation towards Francis Bastian sir in really molding you out with his tips and with his creative suggestions, with the able assistant from the placement cell and also from the student placement units who are doing a wonderful work. Let us all give them a big hand for the wonderful, wonderful work which they are doing. As you know, we have already signed the memorandum of understanding with the PSN company. So, I make it once more to you at any point of time where you find a little bit, I would say, hesitant to move forward with your communication skill, get to that PSN and you can learn from meet Dr. Robinson, who was a former IQSC coordinator, and get to that world of PSN where you can personally develop. I will wind up by saying one small incident that happened in my life. I was doing my master's in physics in Lala College, Chennai. And one day my good friend, he just told me, Brother Jolly, I was then only a brother, I was studying, doing my priestly studies then. He just told me that the way you speak, it clearly shows that you are from Kerala. Yeah, that's how we speak English. That's fine. So he said, you have to correct it. You have to get it corrected. You must correct it. So what to do? I had a small radio, and it took it time for around 1 month to every day listen to BBC News, which will be repeating after every year. I gone there for masters in my physics, but made it a point that I would hear the BBC News 1 month completely, not just for once, but I would be hearing it, repeatedly hearing it, because the news of BBC will be getting themselves recurring again and again. The same person, so other person, they will be reading the same news again and again. So I was able to repeat with them. And it was a small step which I took so that I was able to enhance my communication skill. I still remember the days when I had to prepare for English elocution during my theological studies. Took time more than 1 or 2 hours for 5 minutes of speech. It was just a 5 minutes of external speech. The subject is not given. So I would have been preparing some 5 to 10 subjects for around 2 hours preparation for 5 minutes of speech. You know it. That will make a difference. That will make a difference. Dear friends, I will call you friends now because you are in the third year, not just students. Your dear friends, if you want to improve, get yourself into it. Those decisions you take after the meeting with the managing director of Accenture, our Honorable Bhaskar Lakshmaiah sir, that decision which you take, stick to those decisions, do it continuously, and make that fortune for yourself. I know you will be going to make it great because you are in the Christ College and you have got a wonderful opportunity here, and you are tied with the placement cell of the Christ College, which is one of the best professionally and systematically doing one of the organizations, one of the clubs, one of the teams, one of the groups, I would say. So have a wonderful time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Father. So today, we have the honor of hearing from a true leader in the tech industry, Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah, Managing Director at Accenture India. Now, talking about Mr. Bhaskar, he has more than 23 years of experience managing global delivery across multiple industries, including financial services, retail, beverages, automobiles, and resources. His expertise as a cloud tech architect, associate director, has been instrumental in driving innovation and delivering high-impact solutions to clients worldwide. His impressive educational journey in BCA and an MBA in IT from Madurai Kamaraj University let him lay a solid foundation in his stellar career. We are privileged to have such a distinguished professional with us today. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah to deliver the keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, all. First of all, I want to thank Christ College and the management, Dr. Jolie, and the placement officer of your college for inviting us to be here to recognize the talent of Christ and to be part of Accenture family, right? So I call you as colleagues, like today you're all sitting on the other side of the table. Tomorrow, like my best friend Anne is sitting here. I expect most of you will be part of us, the Accenture family. I traveled from Bangalore, and I think already one of your colleagues already shared who am I. We can speak a lot about Accenture, who are we. So as a keynote, I just want to take, I think, as your principal said, it was a very impressive speech. I think he just gave us example of, he went to study physics, but he started to fine tune his English, right? So today we are here to identify your talent and, this is an opportunity for you to grab. And I'll tell you, you miss an opportunity, you missed it. So let's take this as an opportunity, as a challenge. So I'll be part of you We are here, Jackson is here, Ann is here. We'll help you to understand who are we, what is that you get once you're out of Christ College after the 3 years of your education. What do you expect? What you are going to do? Right? How is your journey going to be? I think live example is Anne. She can talk to you and give you a lot about it. I can give you a lot of knowledge about what we are, what we do for our client, and where are we going and all that. But as an overall unit, we'll learn together. Thank you very much for taking time and to be here. And I also thank from Accenture to Christ College Management and also the placement officer. Thank you, guys.
I invite Sheba ma'am to come on to the stage. So next we'll be having a presentation by Accenture team. So for that, I invite Accenture team, Jackson Anoj Prabharan from the Human Resource Department and Miss Ann Teresa Anto, the campus hire. Over to you. Please.
Yeah, it'll be better for them to visible.
So in case it throws it to you, you can use this mic.
Once again, guys, good morning. Yes, I like the spirit. I like the Josh. Make it different because this is not my first college visit. I've been into many colleges. I just want to see Christ is different. I hope you can do it. No breakfast? Okay. All right. Pay attention to details. I think I know in this crowd, who is not carrying mobile phone today? Or who does not have a mobile phone? Can you raise your hand? Boom. Good. So I know everyone carry a mobile phone. maybe 1, 2, 3, depends. So what I request is, can we put all our phones on silent? Simple ask. Because this program is for you. The next 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever you're spending with us, you're going to understand where are you going to, which company you join. And believe me, you guys are all fortunate. When we started our career, there was nothing like this. We did our very, what to say, hard journey to be here. Right? Today, your college, be grateful to the college because it's giving you all an opportunity to understand what organization you want to join. Who are they? And we are representing here, myself, Jackson and Anne are representing Accenture and letting you know what you get when you join us. Silence? Thank you. I also want to let you know that, pay attention to what we present because Jackson is carrying few goodies and he want to hand over. There will be questions asked and if you are the right one, if you raise your hand and give you the right answer, then yes, you get that goodies. Good? Good to start? Yes. So we'll start with who are we, and with a small video you'll see who are we. Thank you. So just a check, guys. I just want to see how attentive you are. How many patents Accenture filed? It was on the video. It was on the video. Do you have a mic?
8,300 plus patents.
Fantastic. Your name, please.
Anjana.
Give a big round of applause. You are free to collect your. So start practicing this. Face the crowd. Like overcome all your fear, everything. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I think you know me. At least I'll be part of you at one very soon. So let's move on. All right. Who are we? We said, I think in the video also we said we are a global team. So when we talk about global, Accenture is not in India, not in Bangalore, not in just. You can see the stats. How many countries we are in present? Yes. We have a global presence. That means we have the team across the world where we are supporting our clients. Our presence is required because to support our client. So we are a global organization. When we talk about our clients, when we talk about our patents, it was also repeated. It was in the video. You could also see that. We have close to 9,000 plus clients. Accenture is not just an IT client. Let me make that point very clear to you. We don't only, yes, we do develop codes, but we do develop softwares, but it's just not an IT company. We are beyond IT. I'll explain you what you mean thus. I'll explain you what we are doing for our client. We are only not managing one industry, IT industry. You name an industry. You name an industry. I'm challenging you. We are there. There was one more. What was the rank Accenture was? Yes. Thank you. I think you start paying a lot of attention. So what this slide talks about is it's just giving you a lot of statistics about what is Accenture, what is our employee count across and within India. Like I just want to tell you, apart from this 750K employees in India, 3/4 of the employee base is from India. And we are proud because the knowledge, the skill set is in India. And that's coming from you all. We are looking and searching for talented people. We have gone to many colleges, we have gone to many universities, we are talking to a lot of people, and we are searching for the right talent. And we are looking for people who can come part of us, support our client, and grow Accenture. We are targeting, we are aiming to go above the 70K plus. We are winning a lot of deals. We are getting a lot of clients. We cannot express, I cannot tell you our client names because you're not signed an NDA. Because Accenture we are very strict on our policies, right? Ethics. I think Jackson will talk about all that when it comes there, right? So we need more people. We need people. There are a lot of projects. We have a lot of projects in the pipeline. We need people who can onboard us, start learning, and start supporting. So you will have a lot of questions. What I'm going to do? I think if you have that question, I just want Han to come and pitch and tell, because she's also not an engineering background, right? She joined us. So you want to? Yep.
Hi, Christ. So I feel so happy being in the stage, sharing the stage with such wonderful people. So as Bhaskar mentioned, there are so many non-technical work in Accenture. So I am from physics background, and I also thought like IT means everything is technical. You need coding, and you have to learn programming and everything. So once I got into Accenture, I was very much worried. But after getting into training and all, I knew that it's not just coding or like technical things that we have in IT sector. We have so many things like PMO, we have like HR, we have. Inside PMO itself, you have different things to explore like billing, RM, vendor management, and so many things you have. So who all are scared thinking that it will be technical? Everything will be technical. It's not just that. We have so many things to explore.
Thank you, ma'am. Still, anyone has any doubt, any confusion, why I'm here, what I'm supposed to do? You can raise your hands. Good. Okay. Just focus on the underneath one. What are our business, right? We are into technology. We are into consulting. We are into song. We are into operations. And we are also into industry X. Accenture song, don't get confused. What is this Accenture song doing? This is nothing to do what you are thinking about. I'll explain you who are we. Okay, so this is our main business hierarchies, right? So Accenture operations, predominantly we manage all your finance clients. I can tell you, I'm very proud of telling also that when you use your credit cards, when you use your debit cards, you get all your points, right? You're familiar with points? One of the major bank, one of our global customer who has presence more than 140 countries, right? All the point systems is all, the engine today is still developed by Accenture. And this engine is not yesterday's. Right? You also saw about patent. When we develop some uniqueness, we also go and do patent so that it is Accenture proprietary, right? And I just want to tell you, we are here. As long as I'm in Accenture, all the things I do, it all belongs to Accenture. It's a proprietary of Accenture. Nothing belongs to me. Only the knowledge in my head only belongs to me. So we are looking for people who really want to bring an extra knowledge from what you learned today and then help our clients. Next slide. All right. So this is, I think we said about broad services, what we do. I'll not go through everything, but I want to tell you about digital engineering and manufacturing, right? When we talk about digital engineering, we have helped our client to a level where today their entire ecosystem of brewery, right? I think brewery, most of you guys' attention gets highlighted, but we have helped them starting from preparing a bottle for the brewery, painting the bottle of their brand, and getting the alcohol or the specified spirit filled to the packaging, getting load to the truck. Everything is done by robo. It is an 140 acres of land where our client has, and the human strength is less than 100. Everything is robos. And that's a strength of Accenture. And all these mundane work, all these challenging work. For example, I have visited this client, I have visited myself to the factory, and we know the bottling plant, the temperature is very humongous. It's pretty warmer. You'll not be able to sustain. And we humans cannot be there all the time, and it brings a lot of health issues. So whereas the robots get in, they just every minute, I can tell you, if the bottling and the packages stop for a minute, even if it stop for a minute, my client will lose a revenue more than $100,000 every minute, because they ship their brand across the globe. They manufacture, they ship across. Everything in the United States, it just ships. And we cannot take a chance of getting it down even for a minute. That's the strength of Accenture. And I didn't do it. It's like people like you, my best colleagues who are sitting with me, they designed what application required. We also went to the engineering team, hey, look, we want this robots to do like this. We want this robots to go pick this package, put on a delivery unit. We want, once it is packed, it has to be put on a ship. The barcode has to be printed. Everything gets packed. And if you see, I have a video, but I cannot share you. Once you get on board, you will get to see a lot of our clients. That's engineering. I also said, Accenture is beyond IT, right? We also helped, one of the cricket team, the players of there, to understand what is their bowling strength. At what given point their energy level drops. Is it at the 4th over? Is it at the 5th over? Because we have a huge innovation hub in Bangalore, where it is called Bank 14, and we have layers for industry-specific innovations. Because today, only innovation, by innovating these, we are able to sustain, guys. If you keep doing the mundane work, if I keep coming and talking what I'm talking, you get bored after second day or the third day. That's why our client also get bored. So we need to innovate. We need to come and tell client, hey, that is a different way of doing. This is a smart way of doing, right? Client come back and ask us today, they don't ask us, yes, cost is one thing, but they'll definitely ask us, how are you going to innovate? What is Accenture way of innovation? So this is one of that I just specifically stressed. We also helped one of the cricket team. I cannot name the country again, yeah. We helped them to overcome their bowler's performance. What happens at 5th over, 10th over, how are they performing? How can he bowl continuously for 10 overs, or can he bowl only for 4 overs, 6 overs? All this we do. There's a team who sits, understands the data. We run and we sit with them, educate them. So this is not IT, guys. This is beyond IT. Right? Accenture Song, we introduced this company post-COVID. This was a new existence to us. This is to help our client to manage their business end to end. I'll talk about that when we are there on the North Star. To go beyond. It is not just what we agree. Today, if I come and take Christ College, I'll manage your IT system. Accenture manage, for example. So it's not just we manage IT, right? We want to tell Christ College, hey, look, this particular unit does not use Wi-Fi that much. How can I minimize it? Why should the Wi-Fi run all the time? Or this particular, let's say, the lighting system should not be required all the time. It only need to run it. So you can save energy. This is all the statistics. We run a lot of stats behind it. And that's when Anne said, right? There's a lot of other jobs. So we need people to come and look at the stats, build, how do we present these stats? So that's when we want people. That's where, and again, don't take me wrong, it's not just non-technical. If you really want to do a technical, you want to challenge yourself, there's no limit for growing. Accenture, there's no limit for growing. And we believe in multi-skill. We do not believe in single skill. For example, what do you mean that? If I know one technology, if I know only just one technology, I don't stop there. I challenge because I go with multiple technology. My client asks me, okay, if he talks to me in some other technology, I need to understand. Yes, I need to go. And then if not, I'll go learn. That's when our learning system is very, very strong. We name, you own your learning. Accenture always say, you own it. That means when you join us, you are going to learn what you want to do. I have many of my team members, they, like every 6 months they say, if they chase the technology, they come and say, I want to learn that. But only one thing we say is, yes. First, you need to be strong on one, then you start learning. There's no art stop for you to say, hey, I don't want to learn this. No, we encourage people to learn. Right? So this is our main core of business, right? Engineering, technology, IT. Strategic and consulting is nothing but, we go to client, we sit with them, understand We help them out should be their strategy should be. Where are they going to save money? How much they need to spend this year? How much they need to keep there as a buffer? How much they need to invest on their employees? So we work with them. We are the strategic partners. So we are not just an IT organization for them. So that's when end to end, we are talking about end to end support to the client. We are talking about everything for the client. Any questions, guys? Right. So any wild guess what is North Star means? Any wild guess? I know you will not be. Any wild guess what is North Star of Accenture? Or in case if somebody would have done Google or coming to prior to this session, what is Accenture all about? Okay. North Star is nothing but, I briefly said, we want to help our client beyond the cost saving. For example, today we sign with a client, let's say Christ College, we sign and say, okay, Christ will save you this much of money for you this year. That's not it. We also want to help the Christ management to say, how are you going to attract team? How are you going to attract people? What is your strength today? If your admissions are for this financially is this much, how should your admissions scale up? How should you do better than the other universities? What is that lacking? We'll do a lot of market analysis and come back and sit with your management and say, hey, look, this is where you need to do it. This is what the feedback from some of the students who are left Christ have given. We need to correct this. This is what other universities are doing. So this is how we can scale up. That's our North Star program. We are going to do end-to-end support to the client, end-to-end working, strategic, building, helping them, right? And then taking them to the next level. That's North Star. And we are not just doing ourselves. Again, I'm saying you. All these innovations are coming from the young talent whom we have hired. Right? So, always think of innovation. Why should I do this? Challenge yourself. That's the best way. Should I have to do the same way? Should I have to read the same way? Should I have to write the same way? Challenge yourself. Only then the innovation comes up. Right? So, that's what we are looking in. We want talented people. We just want you to be part of the North Star. This is also very important because a lot of projects, right? Even I manage 3 projects. We also go and recognize a lot of people for North Star Award. And this award is very precious at Accenture. People get recognized. People also get, a lot of points, lot of, attention from the lot of leadership. So because of the bringing the good innovations. Okay. All right. I just want to talk about 360. This is very, very important. Just understand 360 because one is talent, that's you all, right? One is experience, where we go bring experienced people, all that. The other one is finance, sustainability, inclusion and diversity, client. I want to touch base a little bit on inclusion. We respect people equal, right? Inclusion is like, we support diversity, we also support the third gender, we also very vocal about supporting people who are, challenges, people who have ability, people who have, not normal. So we support that. We are very bold, we are very promising. We say to our client also that our inclusion and diversity, we are very strong. And most of the clients love it. Today, most of the clients ask, what is your diversity percentage? What is your inclusivity percentage? We go talk. When I sit with an RFP with my client, they ask us, hey, they don't want to see us, what is your total strength? We want to go set. And again, diversity we are asking across levels. It is not just at one level. No, we are looking at career level. Accenture target to be 50%. Today we are not there yet, but we are targeting to be 50% diversity very soon, and we are somewhere around 43 or 44%. So we are adding a lot of diversity to our talent across career levels, and that's we pay a lot of attention to it, right? And when it comes to financial, right, like it's not just your pay that matters, right? Because I'll give you a lot of examples. There is also something called as rewards ratio. You know, like for example, if you ask me, um, my medical is taken care. As long as I'm part of an Accentureite, my term insurance is taken care. For example, anything happens to me, my family is covered. There are a lot of stories about that. There is not only stories, there is a lot of live examples I have seen. We have supported Accenture employees, my own colleagues during their tough times, because tough time can knock any time, right? I'll give one small example. One of my colleague, my own project member who went to Norway, met with an accident. Okay, they were driving and three of them died on the spot. And this guy's stomach was cut open, and because of the seat belt, everything, all the intestine was on the car. And if it was India or any other Asian countries, right, people would have said, I think he'll also die, just leave it. Accenture did not stop that. We airlifted him from the accident spot to the hospital in Norway, the capital. We also sent his family to there. 3 months he was in Norway. Everything Accenture taken care. After that, he was airlifted, ambulance from Norway to Bengaluru. And today he's still part of my team and is still working, and he's very healthy. That's how we take care of our people. That's I've not seen, I don't want to name. I've worked in many of the MNCs, the top MNCs, you name it. If you stop your brain, yes, I'm part of one of the top MNCs I worked. But coming to Accenture, I think you saw me 17 plus years at Accenture, going strong because our core values are very strong. Our ethics is very strong. Our learning is very strong, right? So that's where made to people to think, hey, Accenture, yes, I'm proud to be an Accentureite. I hope you'll also say the same thing once you go through our onboarding process, once you clear the interview, and then maybe next year or after 2 years, I hope Anne will definitely say that. You'll say, Anne? Are you proud? It's a mic.
Yes, you're fine.
Yes, and please share your experience about how proud you are at Accenture, because you are from Christ and
Hi. I feel a lot proud to be in Accenture and being from Christ, because what all values I got from Christ that I am able to use in Accenture, and the value, what can we say, the way they treat me, every single colleague in my team, the way they treat me, they are not treating me like a newbie or just a person who just joined into team. They are taking care like me as a family. So every single thing, like every single skills I have, they are accepting that, and I am treated like a family member there. So in Accenture, I feel very proud to be there.
thanks, Anne. Yes. Just want to let you know, right, what does the industry talks about us, right? If you talk about our rankings, we are number 2, right? We also, like one of the top companies by many of the brands. So this is what it is. So our brand value is really strong because our ethics, our skill, what we present to our client, that shows us why we are very strong. And that shows the industry, because there are many industries, I think you could have heard many names, but we are really strong. We are daily growing. We are daily, at least 3 clients in a month, we are onboarding them. And it's not easy, guys. you might think about what is a client. No, it's not just one person, two person. We're talking about hundreds. We're just talking about hundreds. So each client, when they onboard us, we need so much of talent. We need to bring talent. We need to support our client. That's why we are looking for great talent. And that's why you should really think, hey, what should I do? If you have any doubt, please feel free, ask your placement officer, and he can reach us and get all your doubts clarified. But what I want to stress, if you miss the bus, and then some of you taken bus to Accenture and you will be left over, and then it will be a challenge for you. Okay, I just want to say we are a global organization, yes, but just want to give a glimpse about our India, how wide we are spread across. We recently added 6 new locations. The last one is Bhubaneswar. You could also see the new locations. All these come in because, post-COVID, we want to help our team, our resources to stay very close to the family and support our client, because I think you all know COVID, we had a very, very bad taste. So that's when we had a lot of shutdowns, but a lot of people moved back. So we said, okay, stay where you are, and then we opened a lot of new offices, right? But the majority of the office is in Bangalore, okay? And equally, we are in Noida and Gurgaon in North, and then Pune. And then the new offices you could see, we have just created Coimbatore, that's our new office. We also created in Bhubaneswar, that's our new offices, right? But unfortunately, nothing in this region, Kochi, right? So, but do not worry. I don't know, maybe once we think over and our leadership thinks about, yes, we need to open an office, we will definitely, but don't hesitate. That should not be your roadblock. There are a lot of colleagues like you from this part of the city working in very close to the Accenture office, right? So this is just a glimpse about how widespread we are in India. Right? I just said, Bhubaneswar, you could also just take a read, because I don't want to go through. I think definitely Jackson is going to ask you, which is one of the city where we open our offices. All right. So last 22 plus years, we started our journey in India, right? And how did we grow? This is our growth platform. We started just offshore development center. I'm telling you guys, just, for your knowledge, when we started, it is just 100% human work. Some work used to come completely documented. From onshore, they'll say, you need to execute 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send me the result at 6, period. That's what we used to do. And today it's not like that. We are proud. A lot of my colleagues have taken, including myself, have taken global roles. Sitting from here, some of them have traveled to, to be close to the client. We have taken global roles. And we did not happen overnight. It happened over a period of time. So as we grow, we also went for industrialized delivery. Then we also went for innovation. Then our transformation. We are really transforming our client. We are helping our client day in, day out as we sustain in the industry. And all this happened. All this, again, I stress again, this happened because of the talent pool that fired us so that we can go and deliver to the client. Right? It is all very, very important. So from a mundane, predefined work template to talk to client, be part of the client, help them what they want to do, is a big change what we are bringing. Right? So it's very, very important. You need to understand this. All right. So we need to partner with a lot of our competition, because some other client might ask you, hey, I just want only Cisco network. Yeah, good. They say Cisco Ariba. Yes, fine. So we want to partner. These are all our partners. You could see Cisco is our partners, AWS is our partner, HP is our partner. That means what it means is if they launch or release any new technology, if they, let's say AWS is a cloud, Amazon Cloud Services. If they come and say, there's a new service in Amazon, Accenture gets the priority to test even before other clients test it. That's our partnership. We are very strong with Microsoft. Whatever Microsoft does, we partner with them, and some of the products are joint Accenture Microsoft products. So we go deliver, and that's how all our products, all our alignment with these organizations to ensure that our talent gets the priority of touching the new product before anybody gets. And that's strong we are. And you could see there is many names there. Some of you would have known, not known. Google Cloud, I think I want to touch base on BT. BT is the largest telephone provider in Europe, right? So we are a very strong organization with very well connected with all our vendors. Right. So what's our vision for 2024? All right. Most of you know about AI. What it is? Artificial intelligence. Very good. What it does? Anybody want to volunteer and explain me what AI does? Don't be shy. Don't be shy, because you need to come out of that, because I can guarantee you, out of this crowd, if you stand and talk, you'll be definitely have the guts to say, right? So don't be shy whether I did wrong or nothing. So just want to explain, wild guess, what's an AI? And don't do chat GPT in the mobile. So no? Yes.
Artificial intelligence basically mimics the human brain. So it's when devices think like how human beings are designed.
How does it does? Mimic the human brain, how it does?
It interprets data, and then on the basis of the data that has been interpreted, it comes up with solutions, I guess.
Fantastic. Good try. Your name?
Fatima.
Yes. Give a big round of Fatima for her. She's almost there. All right. As your colleague said, AI is, yes, it mimics the human, but what it does is we would have uploaded all the pattern of your data. What does I do? How do I stand? What does he do? How do we stand? What she do? How she stands? So it just does, it has humongous number of data patterns to take a decision when it comes. Right? So we are very strong on AI. Right? When I say meet my agent, I can tell you we add a robo in one of our Accenture office to meet when the client comes in to greet them and tell them, hey, I am, agent, or I'm the robo, I represent Accenture, and your boardroom or your conference room is this floor, please follow me. And this robo used to take them and leave them where they are. For that, I do not want an individual to come and do that, right? So because this is, nobody likes to do it, go just meet a client, hey, come, just, I'll put you in the conference room. No. And client also don't like that. Maybe the first day they like it, but normally they come all the 5 days. So, and then they need some assistance to be there where they are. So we have this. And I also tell you what level of AI we have enabled. When you take your interviews, I just want to emphasize, right? Because we are very strong on that. We also watch your lip sync. My AI will tell me when I'm taking an interview, when you are opposite in your laptop or your computer, it say, hey, watch. The speech and the lip is not matching. And my AI will tell me, watch this. Face, for example, you would have uploaded a photo with glasses, and when you come to the interview, there are no glasses. My AI will tell you, will do immediate value add and say, hey, yes, this is a right candidate, this is not right candidate, this is a fake candidate. And not only that, my AI will also read what data you uploaded in your resume and say what your, just pops up immediately and say, put some lights, say, looks like this is a fake resource. Watch out. This is the level of AI we have integrated. Like you all, in one of my previous college meet, it's not one, couple of them ask, hey, there's a lot of AIs, what I'm supposed to do? I think this question you will also have, right? Most of you will be having that. If AI is doing what I'm going to do that. Anybody don't have that question? Or who has that question? Nobody? You have that? Yes, I'll tell you. Who created the AI? Who did it? Yes. So, you guys. So, this is an innovation. What next? That's what we need to do it. So, do not stop thinking about automation. Innovation is there, what I am going to do in IT. No. You are the ones who will do and bring all this, and the entire ecosystem goes to the next level. And again, I'll tell you, IT will never die. If you think that it's your myth. Just imagine, let's go 20 years back. Did we have so many cars? Did we have so many transportation? No, right? Yes, no? No. Okay. So, while this evolved, we created a lot of opportunities. The same way, when IT evolved, there's a lot of opportunity for you. So, I want to tell you, grab with both hands and be ready for the future. Right? Why I touch traffic? Because, again, I cannot tell my client names. So, majority of the traffic management system is managed by some of the colleagues who sit in India. For example, the traffic light has to be green. I think not that culture is in India, like, in some of the countries outside India. For example, if the road is empty, the red light will not be always red light. If it sends a car, and if there's no traffic around, even though the traffic is set to be for 30 seconds, it automatically changes. Or somebody put a light to red light, the traffic immediately changes to green. So all that systems is all monitored sitting from India. And we are very proud to say that. And just imagine the risk. Just imagine the ownership and accountability, how much we are taking to help our client sitting miles away from where we are. But we are successfully doing that. And again, who is doing that? All the team people who just come in, who wanted to learn, who wanted to bring in change are doing that. So AI is very important, and this is where the future going on. So when you get on board, just spend some time. There's a lot of training material available in Accenture. I'm not sure how much you'll have access prior joining, but there's a lot. Once you onboard, I think Anne can let you know the limitless learning portals we have. You want to share your experience? My learning.
So as Bhaskar said, my learning is a platform where we can learn any skills. So I think I have like 30 plus courses already in my list. And basically, I said that I am into PMO and I wanted to learn more about Agile and Scrum. So my learning was the best platform for me to learn those. And we have both like a classroom and video sessions. So classroom sessions, we will be getting certificate for that. And the video session also, we can write the assessment and take certificate. And it will be automatically added to your skill. Other than that, also you can learn soft skills like communication and everything. Like what can we say? As I said, Agile is there, and AI. That also, whatever courses you wanted to learn, my learning is the best platform for that. And other than my learning, also we have so many platforms like PO is there. Accenture is providing a wide variety of platforms.
Thanks. So apart from that, I just also want to add, like for example, if somebody has an aspiration to learn French, somebody has an aspiration to learn Spanish, somebody has an aspiration to learn Chinese, Japanese, yes, we have courses for that. There is a predefined course with online plus classroom session, right? So it is not going to stop there, right? Because many of our clients come and say, hey, Chinese client want to, how are we going to support Chinese? We have trained people to understand. There are people who has the ability to learn foreign languages and they are part of the team. And apart from that, we have built in a lot of, like your chat GPTs, we also build a lot of translators. We have all the tough languages, we have translations when it comes to chatting purpose. Right? For example, if a Chinese start typing in Chinese, it comes as in English, and then when we type in English, it goes back to them and Chinese, and we help them. So this is how we are doing. And all these has come up because of we build that talent. Right? So thank you again for giving me an opportunity. I've just explained you what's my experience at Accenture, what you will get when you decide to join us, and also what you will lose us if you not decide to join us, right? And then I'll hand over to Anne and Jackson to proceed further. In case if you have any questions, please feel free. I'm here, so you can utilize. I'm here for next 1 hour, so you just utilize. Ask me anything, any doubt you have, smallest thing, big thing. Don't hesitate. Just ask me. I'll feel free to answer you. Thank you very much for giving an opportunity to talk.
Okay, first of all, I thank you, Accenture team, for giving me such an opportunity. And thank you, Christ, for making me strong and confident. So my journey, if I say from the starting, first year, as you guys did, I was just enjoying my college. And second year, COVID took that. And third year, because of this COVID, third year was quite congested because I had those labs and everything. Other than labs, I had those every exams. I think it was like very close. So I had no idea what to do in my future. I was very confused, and I started to prepare for so many things at a single time. For that, I was planning to go to abroad. At the same time, I was looking to write some exams here, and I was really confused. At that time, we had this placement cell. And actually, in between those labs and all, I was not aware we had a placement. After that, like few of my friends, they joined in, they got into a few companies. Then only I came to know about this and came to know that Francis sir and team is providing so many trainings and this placement things are going on. So after hearing about that, I joined into placement cell and I started to applying for different companies. Only a few companies I applied, and first one was Accenture, and that is the one that I cleared all the stages. So in Accenture, okay. So in Accenture, we had actually 3 levels. Aptitude was there, communication was there, and the final interview was there. So as I said, I was preparing for so many exams. I had guides for this aptitude test, so I could easily clear that. And I also said that I had a plan for going to abroad. So I was doing this IELTS classes also. So it also helped me a lot in this communication skill assessment. Then it was the interview. I was a bit panicked, but Francis sir, he gave mock interviews and it helped me a lot. And I could easily crack Accenture interview. So I can say this whole journey, it was like a roller coaster. There were ups and downs, but I had so many people with their supporting hands, so I could easily enter into Accenture. After getting into Accenture, I had like 2 months to join. That also, like, I was very much worried. As I said, I am from physics background, and I had no idea like what I have to go there and do. Even in interview, I asked them, is there any prerequisite that I have to do before joining Accenture? They said no. Every training will be done there. So be cool, just join. But still, I was worried. I thought I should learn some programming stuff or something like that, so that I will feel easy to join. But I didn't do anything. Okay. I just concentrated on Excel. Whatever I know, I just brushed up the skill. And already our college already provided one certification course under Robinson Sir. So it helped me a lot, and I was just brushing it up. And I just joined Accenture. There was this training session for like 1 month. We had the primer training. Then I could select the stream which I wanted. So I had 2 options: testing and PMO. PMO is like project management. So I chose project management. And after that, there was this stream based training. I think now for you guys, the primers you will be completing before joining to Accenture. Yeah. For me, it was like after joining, I had this primers, then I had to clear the assessment, then I had to choose the stream, then there will be stream based training. Once after I clear the assessment, that's it. I will be pulled into any of the projects. So I successfully cleared all those levels and I was pulled into project Presto. In that, I was in a vertical called resource management, RM. And there also this Accenture team, as we said, it's like a family. They will be supporting us from end to end. Like every single activities, they will be like supporting us. There was a KT period. You will get used to all those things. It's KT means it's knowledge transfer. So for 1 or 2 months, they will be teaching us what we have to do in this project. But each project, there will be like their own way to do certain things, right? There will be the tools that they will be using or the reports that they will be doing. So for me in this resource management, it was basically onboarding, offboarding, and giving access such things. And within a month, I could do my KT. And even after KT, they were supporting me a lot. Whatever questions sometimes we will feel like it's so stupid question. So I don't feel like asking them, but still I will ask. They will answer in a cool way. And Accenture never judge anyone. Even if we are bad at communication or like we are bad at certain skills, it's okay. We can learn it later. They always support us. And the support, it's been 2 years and I am getting this support from them constantly. So I said I was first in resource management. And within a year, I felt like it's saturated. I know everything from resource management, whatever is done in my project. So it started to get boring. So I only asked to switch my job role. So they took me into buildings. Billings, it was like a bit difficult, I can say. We have to use much of our brain. It's full of numbers, and also it was really hard for me first few months. It's been 5 months, still I am learning. Even though KT was done in like 2 months, but still I find it a bit difficult. But as I said, there are people who support. So that's the whole journey. As I said, getting into Accenture, I had to do some preparation. Communication we have to take care, because we will be going into a new city and there will be people speaking different languages. So I think English will be more comfortable for you to speak. So it will be better to brush up your language. Then other than language, I will say, like, if you have to change your skill, or like once you go into Accenture, you can easily change your skill. But before that also, if you need to, if you have a particular skill in your mind, you can start working on that. And also regarding that aptitude test, you have to focus on that more so you can easily crack that. So interview wise, I think focusing on aptitude and communication, it will help you a lot. Then into when you come into Accenture, if you have good communication, even if you don't have communication skills, it's okay, because as you mentioned, we have so many platforms that it will be providing so many courses. My Learning is there, I Aspire is there, TechLeap is there, and Percipio is there. So once you come into Accenture, you will see 100 of platforms where you can grow your skills or you can learn new things. And other than that, they will be sending 100 of emails regarding to workshops. And he also explained on Gen AI. Accenture made it compulsory to learn, and we had like 2 days of class regarding Gen AI. So more than work, I think Accenture is helping with the growth, like helps in growing your skills. And the most important thing, or the thing that I like in Accenture, is we can shift to the new skill. As I said, I am PMO. If I want to go to data science or machine learning, I can learn that, clear the exam, and I can easily switch. So now you will be thinking, we are from non-technical background, but I know some technical things. So if I go and join, I will be getting a non-technical work. But how will I get into technical? That is also easily done in Accenture. You can easily switch. That is the most thing that I like in Accenture. And other than that, as I said, it was a wonderful experience till now. And now also, like, everything is going good in project. So many people to support, so many things to learn. Every single day I will be learning new things. And happy, content, and that's it. Thank you.
So, thanks, Bhaskar, and thanks, Anne, for talking to the students about all these different things, all talking about your experience and your journeys. So, yeah, my name is Jackson. I'm a part of the campus recruitment team here at Accenture. So, yeah, so I'll be talking a little bit about some of the HR stuff and a little bit more about what is the process you're going to get into, what's in store for you as well. Okay? Okay. So culture wise, I think you would have heard this word a lot. What's the culture? How is it like? What's it like to work at Accenture? And I think you've already gotten a good picture of that from Bhaskar and Anne as well. So I can tell you without a doubt, it's one of the most supportive work environments you'll ever see. We are very focused on a lot of different factors like diversity and inclusion and equality as well. So we have a lot of focus on those factors. And Bhaskar mentioned we have a target to get into 50% diversity by 2025. So we are well on our way to getting that. So like I said, we are looking for a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds. So what is our value proposition? So what does it mean? So we have a few different facets of this. One is the one Accenture facet, which is Bhaskar talked about, there are different entities as well. ATCI, Accenture Operations, Accenture Song. So this is what it means to be one Accenture. Even if there are different entities, it's all just one organization. We want to enable our people to work across different domains, multiple enterprises and multiple technologies as well. there is a very good established ecosystem of support. Everyone you meet will offer you a level of support, and if you require it, a level of mentorship as well, so that you get that level of support to enable you to grow within your career as well. And when I talk about continuous development at Accenture, right? I know a lot of you would have been fed up by learning. Yeah, you've spent 12 years in school, 3 years in college, and trust me, even after joining Accenture, you will learn. Whether you like it or not, you will learn. You will still have to go through a lot of trainings. There'll be uh, multiple levels of training that you will have to go through as well. And for example, I am from HR, but even I have to go through something called a TQ training, which is a technology quotient training. So this is where, they'll give you a list of topics and where you have to learn a little bit about them so that you can get certified as well. So I've also learned a little bit of machine learning, Gen AI, all these things as well. So whether you like it or not, your learning will continue. Now, what are we looking for? So we're looking for it doesn't really matter what you've done in these last 3 years. What we're looking for is people who are exceptionally fast learners, who are highly committed and highly driven individuals. And while I understand a lot of you might have this question and touched on this a little bit as well, I am from a non-technical background. How am I going to survive here? Or the inverse is also true. I am from a technical background. How will I get the kind of role I want? Right? So there are possibilities for everything. We look for people who we don't look for people who are strong at a certain technology. We look for people who are exceptionally good at overall stuff, who have high growth capacity, who are exceptionally fast learners, and who will fit to our organization culture-wise as well. Now, I'll just pose this question to Bhaskar. Bhaskar, if you had someone who you want in your team, what's the kind of person you want?
Yes. I always look for attitude. When I say attitude, I can learn. Right? Even when I hire, for example, I hired a manager, I don't look whether he is 100% technically fit. Can he or she brings the right attitude? Right? For example, when I say talk about attitude, yes, he hungry to learn. What is that new happening in the technology? For example, your colleague said she knew about AI. Yes. That's how, like you chase technology, understand, I don't want to be 100%, but I know what's happening outside industry. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Right? And then given a chance, right, what I'm going to do. For example, if I ask each one of you, what is your career roadmap once you're out of your college? If you're not planned that, right, that means you're not really hungry for what next. Yes, we can understand, right? Some of you might think, okay, I'll go do some higher education. Some of you will think, hey, my parents have said, like, I got a good allowance, I'm going to get married, settle. That's certain amount of time. You take 100%, 30% goes that way. What happens to 70%? 70% of the people sitting here need to understand what I'm going to supposed to do the day I complete my final exam. So this is an attitude we are looking at. We are looking for passionate people. We are looking for attitude. Yes, we are also looking for people who could really understand our client, right? For example, Anne said about English. Yes, a little bit about what they exactly ask you and what you're going to answer. We are not looking for people, like who are really shy, who are really, like not passionate about. We're really not. I think Jackson will cover that.
Thanks, Bhaskar. So, like Bhaskar said, we're not necessarily looking for people who are excellent at technology. We're looking for excellent people. That's it. We want people to be passionate about what they do. We want you to learn on your own, and we'll enable you with all the support you need for that as well. Right. So, one of the numbers that Bhaskar talked about, it was in one of the beginning slides, the slides at the beginning. One of the numbers was how much we actually spend on educating or skilling our own members. Anyone remember what that number is? Anyone? Yep. Sorry? That's close, but yeah, that's correct. What's your name? Sorry?
My name is Gayatri.
Okay, Gayatri. Sure. So, thanks a lot for that number, but yeah, that's true. We spend upwards of $1 billion just training our own people. Right? There's a lot of opportunities for you to learn. There are so many sessions. There's an entire portal called My Learning, which you can access to pick and learn any skill of your choice. And that goes hand in hand with one of our core values, which is continuous learning, right? Okay. Now, I know a lot of you use different sites like Geeks for Geeks, Prep Insta, those kind of things for preparing for interviews and all these things. So Accenture has one of its own platforms. So we don't get a lot of these things back from this. One of the things that we wanted to do is enable students or enable professionals to have an option where they can readily go and interact with Accenture's people, Accenture's curriculum. So if you want to learn anything, if you want to learn Python, we have a Python learning series. There are different webinars, seminars on this ISPI platform. Now, all of you can get access to the ISPI platform. It will help you prepare for any interview, not just for Accenture. If there's any course that you want to learn, machine learning, data, anything you want to learn, you'll find it on the ISPI platform. Now, guys, I know there's a lot of hubbub in the back, but this one slide, I want all of you to focus on. This one slide is what's important. Out of everything that we spoke, this is the important one. Now, we are hiring for all these branches, BSc, BCA, BBA, BA, BCom, and all this. Now, I understand your registration has started. Some of you have already registered. Some of you might be having problems with your registration, right? Some of you might not have registered yet. So when you're registering, ensure that you're having a look and you're taking a long read at what it is you're filling. That's the minimum criteria. Non-engineering graduate, postgraduate such as BSc, BCA, BBA, BA, BCom, anything. There's so many alphabets here. The next thing, you should not have an active backlog at the time of registration or at the time of onboarding. Okay. Next, a candidate should have completed a relevant degree within the stipulated timeline. So if your course is 3 years, then you should mention, yes, I've completed within the stipulated time. Candidate should not have appeared for Accenture's recruitment process in the last 3 months. Okay, so if they ask, have you appeared? You should say no. Next one, candidates must be eligible to work in India, which of course I believe all of you are. So, now coming back to the first point, minimum criteria, BSc, BCA, BBA, BA, and BCom. Now, if it asks, do you have any active backlogs? What will you say? If it asks, do you have any active backlogs? What are you supposed to fill? If you have a backlog, you are supposed to fill yes, correct. If you don't have a backlog, give no. Have you completed your degree within the stipulated time? Correct. Okay. Have you appeared for Accenture's recruitment process in the last 3 months? Correct. Okay. Next. Now, the role that you're applying for is the System and Application Services Associate role. While the designation will be System and Application Services Associate, there are a bunch of different roles within this level. App and Cloud Engineering, Project Control Services, Low-Code, No-Code App Development, and Test Automation Engineering. So if you're looking for a technical role, it's here as well. If you're looking for a non-technical role, it's here as well. But these roles are assigned on the basis of availability and whatever demands are raised. Okay? So you will have to be open to working on any location, any shift, and any technology. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Just go back. So just to talk about what's coming up for you next. How many of you already know what are the different stages of assessments at Accenture? Anyone? What's the first level of assessment? Speak up again. What's the correct name for this? I can hear it in the back. What's the correct name? Cognitive assessment. Okay. So here, the first level is a cognitive and technical assessment. Okay. You will receive an option to go either with cognitive assessment or cognitive and technical assessment. Both of these are elimination. Okay. So ensure that you take the time and choose what you want to go with. You can choose either of these rounds, but please know that there will be preference given to people who actually pick the cognitive and technical assessment. Okay? The cognitive assessment is an elimination round, but technical, your scores will not be counted for elimination. Okay? So please ensure or please prefer, or you know that we prefer people who take the cognitive and technical assessment. Cool? What's the second round? Communication round. That's right. So the communication round is a non-elimination round, but please know that it's a very, very important round. Ensure that you take this assessment in a very silent environment. There should not be any noise. Please know that even if you're sitting separately in a classroom and your friend is talking next to you, it will disqualify you. If you're taking that assessment, ensure that you have a good pair of headphones on and a good mic on. Ensure that there is no noise, and even if there is a problem in the assessment, there will be a pop-up. Your score did not get generated. Do you want to take the test again? You should choose yes. Okay? You can retake the test again. Now, the second time also, if there's the same problem, if it says your test score did not get generated, do you want to retake the test? What should you say? Yes. The last attempt is the third attempt. So you should learn the place where you're sitting is not correct. Move to a more silent location and take third attempt. The third attempt is your final attempt. Ensure that you take it in a very silent environment. Okay. After the communication assessment, it is the what's the next round? Speak up, guys. Interviews. Okay. So our interviews are not going to be technical. They're going to be looking at what you have on your resume and who you are and what you've done. Okay? We're looking for high energy, high attitude people. Now, when it comes to the interviews, ensure that you are taking it in a very secluded space. Do not participate in any malpractice at any point in the assessment. Like Bhaskar said, there is a lot of AI that goes into these interviews and assessments. So please ensure you are not doing any sort of malpractice. Don't talk to your friends. Don't keep your phones with you. Ensure that you maintain your integrity at all times. If you are found to be copying or doing some sort of malpractice, you will not be eligible to apply for Accenture even if you apply for another 20 years. It's not possible. But if you fail, you can apply again in 3 months. So it's better to fail rather than get caught copying or something. Now, that's the end of the process. You will get your result after that, maybe in a couple weeks' time. Okay? Now, I just want to highlight a few things. Some of you might be having issues with your PAN card during the ID verification stage. Ensure that your PAN card is signed, then upload that picture. If you have some mismatch in your name, in your PAN card, if your father's name or mother's name is not there, or if you do not have a last name, mention your father's or mother's name at the end as your last name. Okay? And apply again. Cool. So that's about it from my side. We have a lot of goodies as well. So we'll be asking a few questions. And for the people who answer those questions, we'll be giving some goodies. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for having us. We hope to see all of you at Accenture. We'll go ahead with a few questions now. Okay. So my first question is very simple. Very, very simple. What is Accenture's share price today? Very simple. Okay, I'll give you another small tip. Before you attempt the interviews, what we're doing right now will definitely help you. Before you attempt any company's interviews, learn a little bit about the company. Go through their career website, go through Wikipedia, and you don't have to do much. Just that first paragraph of Wikipedia is enough for you to get through. Okay? Now, I've given you some time. What's Accenture's share price today? Guys, this is creative problem solving. Do you have a phone? Yeah. Raise it. Stand up, buddy. Correct. What's the exact number?
27,000.
No. What's the exact number? 330 point?
0.30.
Okay, close enough. You can come up, buddy.
I'll ask. Just a t-shirt.
Gayatri, please come collect your t-shirt. So Bhaskar already took one of my questions away. He gave it away. So what, apart from Coimbatore and Bhubaneswar, what were the two latest additions to the offices in India? Wait, guys. Raise your hand and then answer. Yep. Stand up.
Jaipur, Nagpur, Ahmedabad.
Okay. I asked for two. You gave me three. That's fine. Come up, buddy. Okay. The next question, it was something that Bhaskar talked about. What is Accenture's technology vision? Raise your hands if you know it. Raise your hand. Yep. Sure. Go ahead, buddy. Hey, it's okay.
To improve technology and human intent.
I'm looking for three words. That's it. It was on the screen. The end.
Human by design.
Yep, that's correct. Come up. Okay. What was Accenture's last quarter's financial revenue?
$64.1 billion.
Listen to the question. What was Accenture's last quarter's revenue? Anyone else? Anyone? All of you have your phones with you, right? Yep. Oh, behind him, behind him.
16.47.
You're correct. Come up, please. So, guys, the next segment is a little bit different. We want you to ask us 3 questions. Okay? One t-shirt for one question. It has to be a good question. Okay? It has to be a good question. And only one rule here. Easy questions should go to me, hard questions to him. Okay? Cool.
Don't use your phones. From the time last 1.5 or 1 hour, 45 minutes, questions on that. Yes.
Hi, I would like to know how Accenture measures the success performance of an employee and what are the key performance indicators?
Very good question. Your name, please?
Olivia.
Okay. Accenture performance is very transparent. We don't compare resource. For example, let me take Anne. If Anne in a team, I will not be comparing Anne with her peer. Anne's performance is individual. Whatever she does it's individual. What we do is every start of a financial year, we'll ask you one priority which is project specific. Then other priorities, other metric like what is that you're learning new. Right? So we measure on that. We don't compare with peers, and our performance cycle is very transparent. Very, very transparent. And that's why I love this company. Thank you very much. Good question. Next question, please. No questions? Yes.
Sir, as you said, the Accenture is a diverse team. How you manage to integrate the different perspectives for a collective success?
So, as I said, we are a diverse team, but our ethics, our value proportion, everything is same. We don't treat, we are gender biased. We give respect. I think, respect individual is one of our core ethics of Accenture. Right? So we treat everyone equal. There is nothing blocked for, okay, there is diversity sensitive, there is, okay, person, challenges with whatever features. We don't do all that. So it is equal. That's where our value 360 comes in. Thank you. Guys, one last thing I want to say, I think this is for you, Francis, is I can sense, this college, I'll get a lot of diversity because your diversity candidates are very vocal. Right? So, but others are not that much. So guys, you need to scale up. This is for you because don't lose that opportunity. Because I can sense diversity is very vocal.
Last question, guys.
Sir, as a student having an accounting and finance background, how does Accenture prepare the new hires? And are there any specific training or resources so that we are fully equipped for the position?
Okay. I'll answer your question, but I won't give you a t-shirt. Because Anne has already talked about this as well. There is a lot of platforms. Before you come in, there are primers as well. And I also spoke about this as well. We are not looking at people from solely technical backgrounds. We are looking for people who are excellent people and can be trained to pick up anything else that might fall under their scope. Right? There are primers that you will get when you choose your stream. It will be any of these other streams like low code, no code, testing, project management, and anything else, right? So you will have an option to pick those things. And if there is a demand, if there is a role for that, you will definitely be assigned for that. And if you want to learn something new, you also have different options like the My Learning platform. Okay? So
Yes, sir.
I hope that helps. Yeah, that girl.
Hello, sir. I just wanted to ask, what are the initiatives taken by Accenture to maintain ethical standards?
Yeah, this is not a question for me.
All right. As I said, our ethics is very strong, right? So respect for individual. Then, the example Jackson said, don't do malpractice, don't do anything. And this is not applies to when you're part of us, right? It is not applied just for the junior to senior. It applies across. It is one rule applies to anyone, right? So we do not tolerate any, as I said, malpractice or not respecting individual or something which is not supposed to be done as part of our policies. Then we will only call you and say, thank you very much for helping us, and then we look for another person. So our ethics is very strong, and that's why we are today a very strong organization, because we believe in our ethics. Okay? Thank you.
So that's it from our end, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us here. Do well, prepare well, complete your registrations on time, keep all your documents in order, and hopefully when you complete the process, we'll see you at Accenture. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Hello. So I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the entire Accenture team for your tremendous effort. So guys, give a huge round of applause to Accenture team. Now I kindly request, so you can take your front row seats. Now we'll be having a presentation from our side. So now we'll be having a special presentation by Placement Cell that highlights the dynamics and impactful relationship between Accenture and Christ College. We'll explore the collaboration, achievements, and shared vision that have driven the partnership forward. I invite Tia Charudi, the Senior Student Placement Coordinator, for the presentation.
A warm good afternoon to one and all present here. So Placement Cell always believes in the fact that data speaks for itself, and it is very essential that to show the collaboration between Accenture and Christ College, we show some data through which you can understand the relationship between Accenture and Christ College for the period of 3 years. So we will be covering these topics today. So the first will be the eligible course list for Accenture, which is already shared by them, but I feel I should tell it once more. And then we will go through the annual distribution of offer letters by the year of passing, the training efforts of the past 2 years, and the facilities which is provided to the Christ College by the management for placement activities, and also the training and Accenture registration efforts of this year, that is 2025. So the first, the eligible courses of UG is mentioned in the screen. As you can see, we have categorized into 4. First is IT streams, which is BSc Computer Science, BCA and BVoc IT. And we have science stream, that is BSc in Maths, Physics, Chemistry, Zoology, Geology, Psychology, and Food Technology. And the other 2 categories are art streams and commerce streams. So art streams, that is Bachelor of Arts, BA, we have Economics, Function English, Language and Literature, History and English, Malayalam. And commerce streams, we have BCom Finance, Professional, Taxation, and BBA. Next, we move on to the PG courses. PG courses is classified into 3, that is science streams, arts, commerce, which is Master of Science and Master of Arts, and commerce, we have MCom. So the next is the most important data, which is the annual distribution of offer letters by the year of passing. So as you can see, in 2022, we have number of offers is 8 in Accenture, whereas in 2023, it is 108, and in 2024, it's 97. So this graph depicts the growth or the relationship that Christ College and Accenture has, and it also specifies the growth rate of the students with respect to clearing the Accenture test as well. The next is the overall training efforts, that is the number of students attended. So from the graph, I would like to explain the trainings which is mentioned specifically. So first one is Camp Alpha. So Camp Alpha is an orientation session, which is a 2-day session, which is provided by the placement cell to all the final year students. So this 2-day session will involve the basics of aptitude training, English training, interview training, and some teamwork related games as well to build up students' social as well as hard skill and soft skills. So in 2023, we have 412 students participating, and in 2024, we have 682 students participating in Camp Alpha, which is a really amazing growth. Then aptitude training. As mentioned by the Accenture team, for Accenture, as well as any organization, the first test will be an aptitude test or a cognitive test. So this test basically measures a person's ability to make decisions with respect to questions. It can contain 3 sections, that is English, which is verbal ability, and then we have quantitative ability and logical reasoning. So we have provided training, in 2023, we have provided training to 202 students, and 2024 to 416 students. Basic interview skills training is a training which is provided by Francis sir sometimes, and sometimes by other outsourced persons with respect to group discussion, interview skills, body language, etc. Even resume building. In 2023, we have 113 students attending, and 2024, 320 students attending. Next is mock interview. For Accenture as well as any other organization, we provide mock interview to students so that they are able to understand the frequent questions that is asked, or how to behave, how to come through the open door. Sometimes students are able not to understand that. So these skills are provided to them through the mock interview. In 2023, we provided mock interview to 71 students, and 2024 to 141 students. So in 2024, I clearly remember that we had a special mock interview session for Accenture with around 2 to 3 times repetitive panels for students to improve themselves. Then additional trainings provided are Microsoft Office Excel Specialist 2019 certification, which is provided by the Computer Science Department. It is a 30 days course. There will be multiple mock tests, and once you clear the mock test only, you can attempt the final test. And we have Pearson MePro English certification, which the principal father mentioned. So if you enroll in Pearson MePro, then you are able to learn or equip yourselves with English skills in a self-paced at your home space itself, which will be very beneficial for you in your future endeavors as well. Next, we have some photos of our training efforts. This is Camp Alpha. There is 2 pictures. One is of 2023 and the other one is 2024. And then we have pictures of aptitude training of 2 years as well. And then we have pictures of interview and communication trainings which is provided to the students. And the next one is the facilities. So as you all know that all your pass out seniors have attended either one of the tests or interviews from the college itself. So how this is possible? To understand this, we need to understand the facilities of Christ College. So the first picture is RUSA Lab, which is an administrative block near the physical education department. I hope you all have seen it. So this lab consists of around 60 systems with webcams and also an interactive panel for the people to take class or whatever is a necessity. And then we have the CS lab, which is computer science lab, which is in Mother Teresa block, which is under the Department of Computer Science. Here also there are around 70 plus systems. And then we have our own lab, which is a placement lab in St. Joseph block, which consists of 35 systems. So in all, these are the systems of facilities which is provided by the management to the placement cell for conducting placement smoothly. And I am proud and happy to say that and thank the Christ management for providing this facilities to us. The next slide depicts the 2025 training efforts, which is the ongoing batch. So in 2025, aptitude training completed is 250 students. That is 3 batches are already completed. And aptitude training proposed to students is 180. So total headcount would be 430 students. So around if 500 students are registered for the Accenture, then around 430 of the students have completed their aptitude training. And I believe that everyone who is sitting here should have completed the aptitude training as well. So next depicts the aptitude training picture as well as Accenture help desk. So we had provided an Accenture help desk for students in our placement lab so that students can come in and register if they have any queries, or some students may not have access to laptops. So we worked with them for 1 week and we had a help desk and we were guiding through them as well. So this is a brief overview of Accenture and Christ College relationship of us together for 3 years. And I hope we would be able to build this relationship as well as grow in the future as well. So thank you.
Students, please wait. Our principal will be arriving soon. So after that, we'll continue the program. So, on behalf of Christ College, it's my honor to invite our esteemed principal, Reverend Dr. Jolly Andrew CMI, to present the memento to Mr. Bhaskar Lakshmaiah, Managing Director of Accenture India. So, I invite Mr. Bhaskar sir to please receive the memento. I also invite Accent sir and Anne ma'am to please accompany Mr. Bhaskar sir. Request all the SPG group members to come on to the stage. Please speed up. SPG group members, class representatives of placement cell. Thank you all. Now, it's time to express our heartfelt gratitude. To do so, I invite member of Student Placement Group, Adidev KS of BComC batch to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Christ College, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all those who have contributed to making this event a great success. First of all, I would like to thank our respected principal, Reverend Father Dr. Jolly Andrew CMI, to his generous support. Your contributions have been instrumental in making this event possible. Next, I would like to express our sincere gratitude towards the entire Accenture team, Bhaskar Lakshmaiah, Managing Director of Accenture, Jackson Anoj Prabhaharan from the HR department, and Teresando, the campus hire, for taking the time out of their busy schedules to grace us with their presence and share their valuable insights. Your words have enlightened and inspired us, and we are truly grateful for the knowledge you have imparted. Next, a big thank you to Assistant Professor Francis Bastin and to the entire placement cell for their hard work and dedication behind the scenes. Without your meticulous planning and tireless efforts, this event would not have been as successful. Next, I would like to thank all the participants and teachers. Thank you for being here today and for your enthusiastic participation. Your presence truly made this event special. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this event. We look forward to your continued support. Thank you and have a great day.
Once again, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to Mr. Bhaskar sir and the entire Accenture team for the invaluable contributions, including the keynote address, engaging presentations, and interactive section. Thank you. And I would also thank to all the participants sitting here for making this a grand success. So once again, thank you all. And with this, we are winding up.